Hi, I'm Marty Nemko. Here's about 10 minutes of my poems from my forthcoming book, Poems Plain. First one's called Ode to Mr. Coffee. Reliable as dawn, you've been my drug dealer, ever on call. No matter how early I wake, my Dr. Feelgood, my Kickstarter dose you make. When diurnal dip threatens my grip, there you are, filling the syringe. Should ambition drive me to gallop into the eve, you're there to spur me. And the fee? 20 years ago, just 20, the price of a few ventes, and since, not a cente. The years have temptations brought, fancy offices, status addresses, but I am ever yours, Mr. Coffee. Next one's called 11 Years Ago Today. First cage, pit bull backing away. Second, Rottweiler, not today. Third, Sweetie, pawing, all ready to me, drawing. He was found in the pound lot, shaking, laced with lice rot. Clutching a rib, gone. Name tag, Farrakhan. I changed it to Einstein, false advertising. Dumb as dirt, but sweet as icing. Happy 12th birthday, most enticing. Next one is Shut-in Safari. I hate to travel. They can't unravel my wish to stay in my room. You see, vacay I can make without cost or mistake, nor risking a trip to my tomb. My inbox is teeming with mysteries peeling, and Google's beaming me farther still. From Venus afar to inside my heart, Toucan jungle to Samarkand hill. And if I run out, I need but look out at birds and plants through my pane, or picture what else could well be about if I were in France or in Spain. So, travel you may, you go risk and you pay. I'd much rather stay cozy and safe in my nice room today. Olé! The next one is called House Trap. The mouse trap clever rodents avoid, yet into the house trap people jump joyed. For seduces the picket fence dream, teased more by slithering spousey cream, brought to orgasm by bumper sticker meme. It pays not to rent but to own. Look at zoomed house prices in this zone. So buy you the house and the dream. Behind that door wealth and contentment to be seen. But when it shuts behind, not a dream but the green albatross smothers, furnishing to gardening to insuring. But dwindling is a job enduring. Evermore they get gigified, tempified, offshored or eliminated, wresting your mortgage payment. So foreclosed, embarrassed are you, as neighbors whisper as the truck moves you down the flue. Or all's well except that prices soared, often get floored, especially from atop the bubble. But good tidings. Contentment more likely is residing where the green albatross isn't hiding. The next poem is Accompanist. Relax her. Hide behind her. Listen to her. Follow her. Enhance her. Cover for her. Praise her. Pad out. The next poem is Empty MD. Pressure, like at the earth's core. The MD bears more than gore. Too much to stay top of. Mistakes kill even kids. And the patience? Number 1, shows not and blames you. Number 2, brings printouts and knows more than you. Number 3, non-compliant, obese smoker, drinker, toker. Number 4, cancer you can't cure, only torture. And though docs want to see patients, job 1 is paper, compliance, insurance, Medicare. No wonder happy docs are so rare. The next one is called Attorney Dismembered. Good at arguing, bad at calculating, a barrister he becomes. But unlike leggy lawyer TV shows, life is more paper, less clothes. Also, Corp X can get more from Corp Y. Yet trivial though the impact, ever they tighten the rack, leaving many dismembered. Next poem is Workaholic? No, Heroic. The hard worker they pathologize. Workaholic, like alcoholic. No, heroic. While the work-life balanced count hour 38, hour 39, yoga. The heroic count hour 58, hour 59. I have more hours in me to heal, anneal, build, rebuild, invent, augment. Want to pathologize? Dub those balance types with lazyitis selficius. Next poem is True Hope Doesn't Come from Velveeta. To move forward, some shrinks insist that first the past must be processed and reprocessed more than Velveeta. But I'm here to tell you from 5K career counselees and my own memories that better to suppress than express, wise to be king of denial. Confidentiality precludes my telling others' tale, but mine I can unveil. Born to immigrants new in Bronx Tenement 2, under the L train roaring 24/7, no English, no schooling, no car, only Holocaust torture's scar. And blue-collar them, to tame hyperactive me, whipped me with thick belts, daily leaving me tall welts. Yet today, just Google me, plus beyond what you can see, I'm a pretty contented guy. An exception I'm not, for many a child of survivors, and I've known a lot, their story's the same as I've got. You see, therapy merely strengthens, like pumped muscle, memories of pain. The real answer is to disdain. To disdain shrinks guilt trips for perhaps dollar gain. Better to suppress and take the next step. As Dad said, the Nazis took 5 years. I won't give them 1 minute more. Martin, look back never. Always take the next step forward. All right, he said, forward. Even at the end of your rope, please my dad, perhaps my dad's words of hope may yield an easier slope than yet another grope at the Velveeta. Next poem is called To My Teachers. I know I was too much to take. An energizer hair, who knew more than you and stoked the class to blare. But against all odds I hoped you'd x-ray 'neath my quaking quills and lift me from the flats all the way up to the hills. But all you could see was a teeming, steaming pain, so riddling and punishing grades were all you chose to deign. Alas, those grades true portended a life repelled, now nearly ended. The next poem is School Ruins. Wave goodbye to your bright-eyed kindergartner. Say hello to your dulled third grader. Penmanship, parabolas, PC mantras. Procrastinate, pass anyway. Prepare, teacher re-explains anyway. Proceed to college. Go broke to derivate, denigrate, and deconstruct how the white patriarchy is fucked. Serve lattes at Starbucks. Each educrat's sin erodes school until it collapses. The next one is Death by Decal. The Nova's pain is decked in decal. Val did Cal. Hal did LaSalle. Val thinks vet, but 110K in debt, McPay won't repay. Hal dropped, only 60 in hock, but back on parents' sofa. The rent went up, commissions sunk, and Dad downed a gram of Nembutal. The next one is called The China. A wedding gift, Noritake Shenandoah, odd juxtaposition, but those plates have been in position to see so much in our kitchen. 45 Christmakas, people at their best. Our daughter's wedding, me sad she's leaving the nest. For dinner guests, old Shenandoah rests, rotating savories, sans frou-frou, meatloaf, not beef terrine au jus. Plus 45 anniversaries, well, 42 married, 3, well, you know. Plates nodding at our union. Made not in heaven, but that works on earth. Shenandoah's next major make could be my Shiva, that sober Jewish wake. Then after my wife abates, I hope my daughter takes the plates. The next one is Political Animals. 10 mil from fat cats, 10 mil from corporate lions, 10 mil from activist tigers, 10 mil from union panthers, 10 mil from secret snakes. Become king in the jungle, repeat. The next one's called The Environmentalist of Faith. In uniform green, in God's handiwork basks, peering birds through his glass. The environmentalist of faith gliding like a pope to his Prius. In gridlock he's grateful, with no freeways long built, that people, for fear or from guilt, are forced to stay home, freedom killed. But such ne'er crosses the mind of the environmentalist of faith kind. To all but the bumper sticker he's blind. It's just a matter of faith. Tailpipes greater spewing, carcinogens polluting, per mile in traffic there's more. Then there's much time wasted, plus the psychic pain, for dubious gain, requiring worldwide kumbayati, I can't even pronounce it, kumbayati, for centuries on centuries, to lower the temp a few degrees. And what would he say to the people of Norway, and Sweden, Finland, and England, Canada, Russia, and China, not to mention Iceland, who'd freeze more? But that ne'er crosses the mind of the environmentalist of faith kind. To all but the bumper sticker, he's blind. It's just a matter of faith. Next one is called McCarthyism from the Left. From the ancients on, to trade in ideas marketplace fully stocked has been diamond, even in Constitution enshrined. But speech open, alive, pillar, potent, has burned to cinder. McCarthyism, so long derided, yes, like Phoenix, is resurrected by its former Jesuses. Add a grain of sand to the beach? Yeah, but dare question the beach? Wash you away, drown in the undertow. Deem affirmative action net negative? Wash you away, drown in the undertow. Deem merit-based immigration wise? Wash you away, drown in the undertow. Deem white male quote-unquote privilege earned? Wash you away, drown in the undertow. You will add but ont grain unto our scent. The next poem is called People Are a Minefield. Nice blouse. Bang! I'm calling HR. Where are you from? Bang! You're xenophobic. You might try this. Bang! You're mansplaining. Trump's ideas aren't all bad. Bang! Racist, sexist, Republican! As Garbo said, I want to be alone. The next poem is Man as Beasts of Burden. Hashtag Me Too, sitcoms, movies, ads, even, quote, news media deem men animals. Panthers praying, donkeys braying, sloths slothful, in short, turkeys. But short-shrifted evermore, men they conveniently ignore? The beasts of burden, yoked to jobs soul-sucking, body-busting, by responsibility to care for wives spending, kids wanting, parents needing. Working full-time on jobs bank-breaking literal, plumber, miner, roofer, rat remover, or figurative, shark-fighting lawyer to fire-wrestling fireman. How many 9/11 firemen were women? So next you hear the media jeer, men are jerks. Ignore that liar's den. Think of your life's men. The next poem is called Grump Walk. Look at the protesters, quote-unquote, protesters giggling. Their excuse for not working. Activists, my ass. Black Lives Matter? Sure they matter. But why all the glorification when black crime rate is tops, achievement is bottom? Now see the gridlock. Will more spewing tailpipes cool the planet when that needs 100-year, 100-country, kumbaya massive compliance? And look at those walking billboards for concupiscent, conspicuous consumption. What hypocrites voting, quote, progressive, but buying $300 ripped jeans on credit? How can I say all this? 'Cause I've worked hard, long, at what they'll pay for, without a miss, not following my bliss. That's for after work. So now the PC police can't dump this caring old grump. Rump. The next one's called Exercise. They'll look back at our self-imposed, self-paid torture chamber that buff us into shape unsustainable. More muscle to turn to butter like a 50-year-old footballer. Or we run Meniscus fluid draining with each step until we limp. Trust grandma. Walk. Next poem is called In Vino Non Veritas. 3 wines, frou-frou experts brown bag tested. All over the map they were rated, though all 3 were the same. Consumer Reports rates $3 Chuck atop the slate, white and red, which Big Buck Jacques hates. That's why I smirk as shoppers twerk over Big Buck swill. Call me a hick, $3 Chuck ere I pick. You see, my taste buds are dumb, barely can tell red from rum. So to me, $3 fantastic in my goblet of plastic. So I raise said tumbler to the fools who blunder, keeping the industry a wonder, making this winery owner rich, though a dunder. Next one is called Happy Birthday, with a question mark. My birthday, I feel mixed as an ethical thicket. Glad to have defied the odds, scared as my place on the conveyor belt creeps ever rightward. Glad I no longer look much older than my age, but scared of the upcoming inevitable decline physical, decline mental, work replaced by MD appointments, bad news, pain, more pain, death. Happy birthday to you. You belong in a zoo. You look like a monkey and you smell like one too. Oh, to be young again. And then the final one is called A Straight Arrow's Epitaph. True believer in the straight arrow, ever focused, industrious, temperate, thrifty, goddamn Boy Scout. But it mattered not. His fatal flaws, intensity, ideas out of step, doomed him to irrelevance. Thank you for watching. I'm Marty Nemko.